Welcome everybody to the next part of my previous video where we did the sprint race reverse championship order for the grid. This however is the main race, so if you haven't checked the previous one, go check it out because there was qualifying in it. We qualified second, I believe, and we're gonna choose our strategy here, go medium to hards. Now I don't think there'll be many safety cars in this one because of there aren't that many walls. So unless we get a similar start to the sprint race last time, we should be fine. So I'm gonna go long. I'm gonna hope for no safety car race. So let's go to the grid formation, shall we? As we have powered championship leader in front of us. So the championship hopes are getting thinner every race. But if we win this one, it is not dead. It is not dead. And we are ahead of Ended and behind Powered. So still another decent chance to win the race. Ended and Twiz behind us, however, choosing to go for the softs. So that's maybe going to be an issue for the beginning of the race, as we don't want to fall behind those two, especially if Powered manages to stay ahead. As we now get into our grid slots and lights go on, it's going to be 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and it's going to be lights out and away we go. Decent start, really good start, no crash like the sprint race. We are already alongside Powered and they're not quite there yet, so we are going to take the lead into the first turn using a fair share of ERS, as Ended has the better traction with the soft, but we're going to stay ahead. Powered falls behind Ended in the Mercedes, under pressure from Clever. We're going to go into turn 1. Ended goes up the inside. We're not going to do anything about it. We're going to go wide, as he kind of pushed us off, but it was fair racing, clean racing. As we now go into the third turn, I believe it is, as we use more ERS, try and cover off Powered and Clever. Still behind Ended. Powered tries to go around the outside, but we're just going to close the door. He's not going to have the grip. As we will now go into the sweeping left-hand corner. It is possible to overtake if you're right behind the person, but they are too far behind, although on the softs. As you now go into this other sweeping left-hand turn. Ended quite pulling away there, but Clever, fighting Powered, is getting gapped. So that's good for us. We're now going to go onto the main straight, as Ended goes really wide, does make a mistake. We're going to try and use a bit of ERS there to get ahead of Ended. He gets a faster lap because he is in the lead. As we're going to go into the first turn, he brakes later than us, but he goes deep. So that's going to give us the edge onto the straight. But Clever getting back at us as we go onto the grass there a little bit. Clever trying to find a gap. We're going to force him the wrong way around, as we're going to try and brake deep, but he brakes deeper than us. As he's on the outside, he has more room. Purple sector 1, but we are now behind Clever. The Haas leading. I don't think he's ever won a race, at least not this season. As we're going to go into turn 3, got to catch up behind there. He brakes a little bit too early, I think. As Ended now behind us. Powered in 4th place. This is brilliant. If we finish like this, I'll take this. As Clever goes a bit wide. Although on the softs, I don't think he has a lot of grip. Or he's just understeering. I think it's just understeering. He goes really wide there. It's going to give us the opportunity. We're going to have a little sniff. But into this corner too fast to try and make a move. Gets a bit squirrely there, as we now go on to the main straight where we overtook Ended on last lap. But he gets a good exit. And speaking of the devil, there he is, the Ended behind us. Clever gets the fastest lap of the race. We're going to try and look up the inside, but that's just to put pressure on him. This is a scare tactic, really. We're going to get DRS activated into the second turn. We're going to go around the outside just like he did us a few laps ago, but it's going to be hard for us because we're on the mediums, as we don't brake late enough, so we're going to have to fight this side by side. But I'm just going to go wide because I don't want to compromise my race by getting damaged. I think he left enough space. I was just scared to ruin my race just like in Canada. It's going to be too wide for the top 4 there. As Ended goes really deep. We're going to get the switch back on him. Clever goes back into the lead. Powered gets back behind us. Really clean racing here. I was not expecting this after the shenanigans in Canada. Really clean racing. I'm really impressed with how this race is going so far. And we are still in second place after all this. Clever on the softs, but softs will be degrading. And I think I'm faster than him anyway. So I'm going to try and make a move anyway, as we get exceeding track limits. That's going to be an issue if we keep doing this. I think we're already on 2 warnings. As we're going to go alongside Calabria with the DRS, a bit of ERS, win to get the fastest lap of the race. Into turn 1, we take the lead, and we don't have DRS, sadly. That's maybe I should have backed off there to get DRS in this straight, because it is the most important one, where you get the biggest opportunity, biggest straight. As Calabria goes round the outside, just like he did us on lap 2, he's going to pinch us a little bit to give us just enough room, but it's going to compromise our traction. Great defending there by Calabria. As we're going to get DRS down the hill towards turn 3 to get look down the inside. We're going to brake late, turn in nicely, try and cut off the switchback, but he's not going to get the traction needed. And we're going to take the lead of this race in Austria, Red Bull Ring with the Red Bull. Perfect story. We're now going to go ahead to lap 10, where we pulled ahead of Calabria, but Powered is now behind us as the softs has... as we now head out the first turn, both Powered right behind us. He's going to have DRS. He's going to try and get us, but we are going to try and brake a little bit early to try and get the DRS for the next straight, which hopefully should put us in front for the rest of the lap, which he shouldn't be able to overtake. ERS to help us here, as this is critical for our race. We're going to go round the outside, brake late. He's not going to do anything about it. We're going to go back up the lead. And yeah, we should be safe for the rest of the lap. Next lap, however, should be another question, which we are going to see right now. Go round outside of the first turn again. He's gonna get DRS ahead of us. Gonna try and get ahead of us. He's gonna go down the inside. We're gonna try and get DRS again. We do. He's going to go deep, which is going to be really beneficial to us, as we're not going to even have to overtake him. He has a fast lap, so he's going to get a single point anyway. But if we win, it's not going to matter, as we're going to get about a 6-point lead. 6-point gain, or should I say, on the championship. As we go ahead of him again into this long left-hander. He's going to skip ahead to next lap, where again he's going to try and overtake us, but we're going to try and play a little game here, where every lap we're going to try and get his DRS. As we do it again here, we're going to fight to get a better exit than him. So DRS down this straight ahead of the third turn. He's going to block there. Actually, we're going to hit him. No damage, fortunately, but he's going to squeeze us or hit us a little bit. Still clean racing, but it is on the edge. It is on the edge. I don't want to crash or get damaged, because that will heavily compromise my race. As he now skipped to lap 14 again. He's going to try and overtake us again. He has DRS now, so he's going to try and wait. I don't think he's going to try and avoid us getting the DRS. I don't know why he's not doing that, but he should do it. But he's gonna get a really good exit here. Actually, we're gonna have to use a lot of ERS, but yeah, I don't know why we got a bad exit there. He's gonna stay ahead of us anyway, so this is bad. But if we can keep behind the DRS till like the last lap, we could try and make a move, save ERS, and then go full send on the last lap to try and win the race. But that is, of course, if we stay in the DRS. As a pit lap is gonna be there soon. So yeah, next part of the strategy coming soon. As we're now going onto the main straight DRS. I'm gonna try and maybe overtake him on the second straight with the heavy braking zone. But he's gonna stay ahead of DRS until lap 17, when we both pit. Actually, quite an aggressive bump there on the entry. I have to be quite careful. As he gets a 5-second penalty. Now this is huge for us, because I was saying earlier that we just have to stay behind him, save ERS, and go for the move in the last lap. But this means that if we stay in DRS, we don't even have to go for the move. If we just stay ahead behind him 5 seconds, we should be able to win. As Ended actually pitted early. It was on soft, remember? I don't think he's gonna... I don't know if he has the time to last till the end of the race. But Power gets a really good exit there on the pit exit. As we now go into a third turn, he's gonna be 1.5 seconds up with ended 6.6 seconds up. Now my hope here is that when he catches up to ended, I'm gonna be right behind, and time he takes to fight him, I'm gonna be in his DRS again. So that is my hope as we get into third turn. Now the problem is we don't want to get track penalty for track limits, as we are on 2, and of the third one you get a time penalty. And if we do that, I think it's 3 seconds, so we only have to be 2 seconds behind as we get a 3-second penalty. Now that was my worst fear, but fortunately for us, Powered gets one as well, so the 5-second gap is still a thing. But as we catch up to ended, Powered cleared him pretty easily actually. So this is gonna be quite tricky, as he's still 4 seconds up the road, so we still have to be 5 seconds behind him, which we are. But it's going to be crucial that we clear ended here quite quickly. But I think at this point his tyres were dead, and he realised he couldn't go long. He couldn't finish the race on them. So I think he's going to box this lap, but it's not going to matter anyway. We're just going to overtake him as he gets a really bad exit on those old used tyres, and he's going to pit right here, I think. Yeah, you can see the pits icon top left. As we now are going to chase behind Powered. Purple last sector, so that's good. 4 seconds the gap, 3.8 seconds now. The aim here right now really is just stay 5 seconds behind him. The gap behind is 10 seconds, so we don't have to worry about that. We just have to look in front and chase after Powered now. So we're just gonna do that. As now look at the gap, 3.9 seconds on lap 25, 4.1, 26 on lap 26, 3.8 seconds on lap 27, so gap pretty stable, 3.4 seconds, and we're actually gaining quite a little bit. 3.2 seconds here, lap 29, no update on the penalties, 3.8 seconds on lap 30, he's gaining a little bit, 4.2 seconds. So at this rate it's stable, 4.2 seconds again. So if we stay like this, we should win the race by like 7/10. 4.3 seconds on lap 33. But here on lap 33, 4 seconds to gap. But as we go into this corner, I was struggling with the tyres, and we're gonna spin. We're gonna spin. So that is just my own fault, really. But we're gonna lose the win here, which is really painful. We'll get a snap of oversteer there. We're going to lose the win here, unless Powered fucks it up like we did. He's going to pull ahead in the championship standings again, which he has like 50-point lead at this point. And yeah, this is really bad. As we are set, we were forecasted a win, in the words of a very talented Formula 1 driver. Now we have to look behind actually, as ended is on the mediums, but he wasn't able to win to get into the 3-second gap of our penalty. As Powered wins, we're gonna come home second, and yeah, so this is not good for us, but this was pretty decent damage limitation, but I think the championship is a little far-fetched unless Powered misses like 3 races. As I would like to talk to you guys about something. Now, this league, you can see 8 people participating. We are actually looking for people to race. Only qualifications is clean racing. The gaps, your pace doesn't really matter. Of course, if you're good, that is good for you, but you can participate. As we finish second, link will be in the description, and I hope to see you there. It's an active community, really nice. We all join together for the races on a Discord call. So yeah, please join if you are interested.